Hello, this is Mr. Stearns coming at you with another tutorial. So we're going to talk about symbols and using them as step and repeat. So what we've got here, I just found this picture on the internet, some fool. It's kind of weird looking dude. But I just decided I'm just going to throw it in the most basic kind of business card thing just to show you how we can use the symbol palette. So I'm going to zoom out Command 0, and so right now this is type that we can change, we can edit it. So let's say we've designed this card, the customer gave us all the information and everything's ready. Well, the first thing I want to point out is it has bleed. So this right here, this blue line, the dotted line, that's 3.5 inches by 2 inches this way. So that's where it would be cut. So we would have to step it according to the bleed to allow for bleed. So in this case, it's 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. Now that's pretty standard. In fact, I would say if you gave every image that needs to bleed 1/8 of an inch, you'd be pretty good for 90% of the printing processes that need it. So what I'm going to do is do this sort of the old way. Okay, this would be the way where we take this job. I'm going to group it, and then we're going to take it. Now, I said it was 3.5, right? And I have a half. I want a 0.125 inch bleed, but there's going to be 0.125 inch bleed there, right here. 0.125 bleed here. So that would equal 1/4. So I want to add plus 0.25. So it can do the math right in the box in the move panel. So obviously I'm just going to move it horizontally right now. I can preview it, make sure it looks right. I wish you could preview it with the copy, but you can't. So anyway, I'm going to hit preview, and then I'm going to hit copy, and there we go. So there's our 0.25 inches right there, 0.25 here, right? If we show this and we bring our ruler over here, so we're just about 1/4 of an inch or so right there. And so a 1/4 of an inch here, 1/8 of an inch all around. So that's important to know when we trim it. So then we're going to select this all again. I'm going to, nope, I don't want to step it horizontally. Vertically, I want to step it on 2 and 2. But then we have, again, 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch. So we need to step it on 2.25. Okay. Again, there's my preview, and I'm going to hit copy. Now, once I copy it, you don't need to go back in and copy. So right after it's been copied, I just go and hit Command D, and that repeats the last transform we did. So there we go. Command D twice, and that's what happens. So now I'm going to select it. I'm going to group it. I'm just going to center it in the artboard right here. Make sure this is selected. Horizontal align, vertical align. So that would be, with the exception of this little blue line here, which is just an example. This would be how we would set it up. We'd probably want some trim marks and all that stuff, but I'm not really showing you trim marks and all that today. So now, okay, so the customer comes in and they said, "Oh, geez, that's not the right number. I wanted it to be 555, 555, 1200." So you say, "Oh man, that's a pain." All right, so you go back in and, all right, click this and, or wherever we are, click this, change it to 200, and okay. Oh, I got to do all of these cards over again. Oh, go back into this one. You see what I'm saying? So you'd have to go all the way into every card, and you'd have to change every card. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we changed one card and it changed every image on the board for us? So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So I'm going to ungroup this whole thing. And I'm going to select this side, get rid of it. I'm going to select these and get rid of them. So we just have the one. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to open up the symbols palette, which is that little club right there. And there's a bunch of other pre-made symbols. Primarily, they're probably used for buttons and flash and web design things, but this is just another feature I found works with it. So I'm going to take this whole business card and I'm going to select it and drag it into that panel. Now it asks a couple questions. We don't really need to be concerned with that too much. We can just put full card right in there and hit OK. Alright, so then let's say we even deleted it. Here's our card. So I'm going to drag that out here. All right, now I'm going to do the same step and repeat I just did. So we'll still have to step it out. So horizontal will be 3.75, 0 vertical. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to select all, double click the move tool again. Vertical, I'm going to go 2.25, copy, Command D, Command D. All right, now I'm going to group them all, and I'm going to go back into that. Where is my align here? There's my align. Make sure I choose it to artboard. Again, center vertically and center horizontally. That's what it looks like. So here we go. Here is our. So now our customer calls up and tells us that they want to change the number. Well, watch this. Once we edit the symbol instance, all right, see, now we'll double click in it once, and you'll see you get into the group. Double click again. Now it's telling us we want to get into the symbol instance, and I say, oh yeah. So now what I do is I go in here. Oh, I added that when I hit the type tool. Let's say it's 1,700. Okay. So they decide that's what they want. I'm going to hit escape and get out of there. Look at that. Everyone has changed. Okay. This is just a kind of a quick way to do some step and repeat that, you know, when you don't want to have, or if you have to change the image, it's you don't have to go all the way back to 1 and fix it and all that stuff. It's something I use a lot, especially when I do step and repeat like this. And that's about it. Again, I'm working in Illustrator, so there's other ways to do this in other programs. There's programs that are designed specifically to do step and repeat, but you still would have to make a change and re-rip it and all that stuff. So I hope that helps, and any questions, just send me an email or personal message or whatever they do on their YouTube.